Okay, Michael, I'm looking at your model. I'm just briefly kind of let you know that what will be the next step. Since you're building entire 3D model, obviously the model is big and running analysis time is big and in general. So, but anyway, we'll try. So I see this only filler beam is moment released. Eventually, since we have a concrete show wall this as a backbone, all the column and girder, those we doesn't have to be moment frame since we have a lateral stiffnesses because of this show wall. So what I'm gonna do briefly, let's see, object type. I'm gonna select all the beam, right? Hopefully everything, and then I'm gonna assign frame moment release. So where is the moment release here? So I'm gonna release in strong axis. So basically every beam between column to column and also filler beam gutter to gutter. Yeah, so seems like I assume everything is there, right? And then just put it in 3D. Okay, I'm saving. So second step is because you don't have to design every floor because this is kind of time consuming. So at least I want you to understand how to use it as for composite floor framing design. Hold on a second. Yeah, this model is big. My computer is running relatively slow. Okay, so for example, I think I'm gonna show you the how to run the composite analysis. I think you assign the composite right beam, right, and columns, and we have all the beam, the moment release connected. So I think I'm gonna design this one story, but in order to do that, we need to assign the loading, right? So I'm gonna just for simplicity, I'm gonna select all the floor here, right? You could see that I select 41 shell. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna make self-fed here, spam post dead load. I'm gonna edit live road, and construction live road. So the base upon where is the construction live road? So we're gonna define these four loads cases. So I select all 41. I'm gonna assign first of all shell uniform load. Self-weight is self-weight. Spawn post dead load. We will cover floor finish and ceiling. So I assume 20. Right? I have to read previous select here and choose live road. Maybe let's choose assume 100 psf for live road. And previous select again. I'm gonna change to construction live road up to 20 psf. So I assign every loading on this floor. So basically, this model I think is ready to run, but I just concerned about entire this building. Maybe try to run. I don't know how long does it take. Let me just run the model and see. Hopefully, it doesn't take too long. Okay, the model ran. I'm just double checking. You're using 3-inch metal deck plus 3.25 lightweight concrete slab. So I'm just double checking and see any load, uniform load, live load. Just want to see the moment diagram. So this is all single curvature moment diagram, right? Shear forces should be one single shear force diagram. I assume this is correct. And then again, as I said, since you defined all the load combination, yeah, just in case if I just really want to do this, just in case for composite beam design. So this is a load combination, the for metal deck and also serviceability check and strength design here. So S11 is 1.4 dead, 1.4 SDA dead load. Basically, it's 1.4 dead load. S2 is 1.2 that, 1.6 live rod, right? This is the load combination is used for design. So just in case, I'm just select the object, the beam. Those are beam is all composite beam. I'm gonna go to design and choose override frame design procedure to composite. And I'm gonna select, let me just unlock, this is the always issue. Okay, okay. So I only show you or run the composite beam design only one floor, otherwise it's gonna take a long time. So composite beam module, I'm just gonna assume everything. I'm gonna use the default and start design and run. So let's see the etaps to choose the what is the beam, right? The composite beam is applicable. So since you're using 24 span, relatively short span, I think the calculation show the W 14 by 22 is okay with the number of stud 31. Basically, you don't need a camber. That means our slab, metal deck slab, since we're using lightweight concrete and span is too small, relatively small, so deflection usually self-weight deflection is not that much. Usually, self-weight deflections when ETAPs find that the self-weight deflection is more than 3/4 inches, right? I think that is the threshold they're gonna recommend camber or not. So minimum self-weight deflection should be greater than 3/4 or more. If not, I think they don't recommend to camber if it's small self-weight deflection due to the self-weight of concrete, right? They don't recommend the camber. So I think small span, I think your beams W14 by 22 should be okay. We could take a look at the strength check. First construction bending is the phase 1, and partial bending, you see that this is a design 1.2 that 1.6 live load factor the moment, and this is the capacity. So this is the one with the number of stud 31. We get 92 composite action. This is a bending capacity of this composite beam, right? I want you to just take a look at this, right? Each one, just right. This bending moment diagram, shear force diagram, and deflection. You could see that in the diagram. This is kind of summary of calculation. I want you to just read through, right? And I think basically this is just plus and minus or kind of the uh, the multiplication, but I think you should pay attention on this section property, and if you can digest it, it's fine. Otherwise, you can refer to the composite beam design sample example. So I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close. So this is in general how to run the composite beam. But one thing what you need to do it, since each member has a auto selection member, you should go to design composite beam, should to verify all members, and you need to override it. Did I select entire beam? No, 130 beam. So that ETAPS is basically override the beam section property with this design section. It's gonna override over the auto selected section properties, right? So did I select entire floor or just one? I think one floor. So after you check the verify for member path and you have to rerun the analysis, then ETAPS will override the section properties. This is a little take long.